run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at small forward. Now here's Morant. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Count it, good. Morant's got the first points up on the board for Memphis.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Adams. The 3. And it's Morant missing. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Towns wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
Brooks outside. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Adams. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Adams right side. He kicks it to Brooks. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. Great D that time from Bane. Memphis with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves with possession here.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
It's his first trip to the line.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Towns against Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. It's stolen by Edwards. Gobert with it. Now defended by Adams. Edwards looking it over. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, pass to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
On the wing, Bane. Covered by Conley, trying to get something going. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Now here's Conley. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. And there's the pass to Morant. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Morant's got 6.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
And we could feel that one all the way over here.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
Here's Bane following the bucket by the Timberwolves. That one doesn't go.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Yep, that one goes.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Goes up the baseline. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Here's Adams. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, here's Adams. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
The kick out to Towns. Gobert the pass to Conley. For 3. Sinks the triple. Conley's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Pass to Kennard. Stolen by McDaniels. And even 3-on-3 break. And here's Edwards from the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Outside Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Edwards. Over Bane. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson kicks to Bane. Passes it to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes. Kennard's got his first points in this one. Look, of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach, but point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
And here's Jones after the 3-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Towns in the corner, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
He gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Now here's Prince, and he's good on the 3-ball. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Reed. Lays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Brooks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Noel passes to Anderson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Aldama. Kicks to Brooks. 1:19 left here in the second. Clark a screen on Anderson. Here's Aldama. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Picked him clean. Now here's Kennard. It's Jones on the wing. Here's the three. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Aldama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Bain comes in for Brooks, and it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Morant. Reed with the block. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Yes, that goes in. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Bain looking around. Now the pass to Aldama. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break, Minnesota. Anderson with the ball. One-on-one fast break. The Grizzlies with another miss. The shot misses. Thanks for the great interview, David.
32, the Grizzlies, 17.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. At the guard spots, we'll see Morant and Brooks. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4 slot. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Steven Adams, Jared Jackson Jr.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. There's the pick. Here's Alexander Walker. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 13. There's the dish to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 4 on the clock. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Passes it to Alexander Walker. Shoots the 3. That one misses. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
And there it is for him.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Stolen away. From deep, Prince. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Kennard for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Lock at 6. Prince outside. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Baines checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Now, here's Bane. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Tillman, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Conchar comes in for Luke Kennard. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From past the arc, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 6. To the inside. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Jones against Edwards. Jones in the post. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Bane. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Conley takes a 3. They get the rebound. Outside Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Town. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Edwards against Jones. That's to Conchar. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Six seconds left here in the third quarter. Conley for 3, and no good. No good there. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
On the basket by Jones.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Jackson passes to Bain. Shot clock at 2. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now, how about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And finished off by Gobert.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Adams. Right side Jackson. From deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards from the arc. They grab their own miss. Fires for 3. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Outside, Bain. No good on the 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Now here's Towns. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Such a wide open look.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Conley. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
I smack clowns with mad style.
here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Paul with a steal. Booker finds Durant. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Gobert.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
First one falls for him. It's both from the stripe. Paul with it. And we're about a minute into the first. Pass to Ayton. To the paint. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. The Suns need to get off a shot from 20 feet. Minnesota with a rebound. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size BA and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Now here's Durant. Inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Down low. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. Back to Daniels. From deep, Conley. Here's Gobert. He's covered by Ayton. Stolen by Booker. The finish. And Ayton with the stuff.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Edwards is doubled. Towns for 3. Gobert passes to Conley. Back to Gobert. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Paul passes to Ayton.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert. A main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Paul. And he drives in, lays it up, and banks it in.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
It's stolen. Ayton with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Durant on the attack. Uses the glass to finish the layup. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
It's Durant with a drive. Ayton. The shot off that time. McDaniels with some nice D. Here's Conley to the middle. Outside McDaniels to the left side wing. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Booker. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass. Paul's got his second basket.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Edwards. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Paul. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ayton. The shake. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Outside Conley. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Suns. 8 points in the quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Durant inside, working on McDaniels. Count it.
Yeah, has there been a better scorer in NBA history? KD just a perfect offensive force using length that time.
Outside McDaniels. Booker against Edwards. Towns on a screen. Pass to McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Towns. Jacks up a 3. The Suns clear it. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Booker finds Durant. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys, BA, are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
The kick out to Conley. Back to Gobert. Tries again. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Ayton's got space. And it's Phoenix with another.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Edwards for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
Count the basket.
Much stronger player now is KD, and that time powered through the contact.
And Kevin Durant post Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
That shot off the mark. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Conley on the attack. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Minnesota now, trailing by 2.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And Ayton with the stuff.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. From deep, Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Right side, McDaniels. And the layup falls. McDaniels got in his second bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The kick to Durant. There's 57 seconds left in the second. McDaniels with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Doubled by Durant. Gobert passes to Edwards. No good from outside. For Phoenix, they've gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And he makes a first.
Shooting for Phoenix.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Prince. Anderson with a screen. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one. He got it off in time. And a pretty tightly contested game. Appreciate it, Allie.
27, the Suns, 28.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Durant, no good. The Timberwolves trail.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. And it just didn't play out that way.
Man, the defender really went after him.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Anderson with a screen. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Reed for 3. That shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 8.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Anderson against Durant. Anderson inside. Reed for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Anderson against Durant. Outside for Booker. Back to Aiden. Here's Prince. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Durant inside. Anderson covers. Durant with the bucket.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
Ooh, Durant with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Paul. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him. Oftentimes when the stakes are raised, you go to your favorite move. We know he's very comfortable around the rim.
Reed a screen on Booker. Right wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. 1:43 left in the third. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Paul. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Yeah, there's a dependability when Chris Paul needs to get the scoring going. He's still capable of doing that.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Outside Paul. And there's the drive to the inside. And Durant with the big finish.
And you look at KD just attacking with authority.
Paul against Gobert. Paul passes to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And they double up Edwards to the wing, right side. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Up top, Aiden. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant with it. McDaniels covering. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Durant. That one goes in. 16 points for him.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And so it's Phoenix. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Suns leading. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
Well, it's one thing in a game to do a great job of drawing fouls, but going to the free throw line and delivering, that's another.
Paul shot is off. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Edwards against Paul. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? And when you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Paul. Here he goes. Counted. And now it's an 11-point Suns lead. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And Durant with the big finish.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, Durant with a steal. And it's slammed in by Durant.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
They get it again. Conley passes to Edwards. A shot to stop the run. Intercepted. And now the Suns fast break. And he lays it in off the breakaway. And the Suns lead by 19.
I really don't think there's any...
Yes, sir!
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 18 points in just the second half.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella. But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Pass to Okogie. From deep. Towns with a rebound.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Edwards for three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
McDaniels from long range. The Suns clear it. And here's Paul. And stolen by Gobert. McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Booker. McDaniels can't hit. Phoenix dominating the game. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And Paul gets it to go.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Durant for three. Knocks it down from distance.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Off on that one. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory.
I smack clowns with mad style.
is, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Morant kicks to Bane. Now here's Brooks. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. The tray. Bane, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's good, 2 points.
Look, you gotta appreciate the cleverness of Paul. Skilled at fending off defenders and finding ways to score all the way through contact.
And they double up Morant. Bane against Booker. Morant outside. Good on the triple.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that vert, Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Paul goes in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 8 points. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Here's Paul following the score by Memphis. Outside Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Now, here's Bane. Outside Jackson. Back to Bane. Jackson, a screen on Booker. Out to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Ayton. And then Durant with the dunk.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Morant looking around. Adams in the high post. Back to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's specialties.
Morant against Paul. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Paul. And he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Jackson with the screen. Payne for 3. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Durant. Pass to Ayton. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. The wide open look for Durant. Drops in the tray. 7 points in the game.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant finds Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Now here's Paul. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. A big time. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Jones drives in. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Memphis making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Adams sets the pick for Jones. There's the drive. Out to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. The pass to Okogie. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Here's Kennard. And he banks in the layup. Kennard's got his first 2 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Paul against Jones. Paul outside. Durant with the screen on Jones. Out to KD. Fires high post. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside, Jones. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
It's stolen by Jones. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 3-point lead. Offensive rebound. Somehow misses the one-handed flush.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now, here's Kennard. Outside for Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Jones against Paul. Outside for Durant. It's stolen by Jones. And it's Memphis on the break. Brooks, the pass to Kennard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Brooks outside. Tries driving to the basket.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
Ball against Jones. And Paul gets it to go in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jones looking for an opening. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Durant. Okogie for three. Booker the pass to KD. Ayton a screen on Brooks. The drive by KD. And Ayton throws it down.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
Adams with the screen on Booker. Kennard kicks to Jones. Jackson passes to Jones. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Jones for three, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David and Wilson.
The Grizzlies, 26. The Suns, 21.
And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Hey, look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Luke Kennard out there with John Morant. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama at the foursome.
Have mercy.
Wow. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's Paul. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Buries it from three-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Ayton. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ayton's got 8.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Kennard on the wing. Here's Morant. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Paul passes to Ayton. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a one-point game, and they double up Morant. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Suns on defense. Brooks outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Morant outside. No good on the triple. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Paul dishes to Durant. That one goes in. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant kicks to Clark. Payne against Paul. Out to Morant. Clock at 4. Pass to Clark. Off the left rim and out.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Paul surveying the floor. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Just great awareness there from Aiden. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Nice work to get it inside and draw up contact.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Both free throws good from Morant.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
35 seconds left to play in the third. And they double up Morant. Jackson passes to Bain. For the tie, back to Jackson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Paul passes to Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. It's Bain atop the key. Over Durant. Bain with the bucket. Bain's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Booker against Brooks. Crafty move. Rejected by Booker. And he's able to get it back. 4 on the shot clock. Jones next for 2. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Ayton a screen on Jackson. Durant kicks to Ayton. Booker against Brooks. The drive by Booker. Back to Ayton. Pass to Durant. And the rejection by Jackson. Driving the lane.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce.
teammates are loving that.
Jones against Paul. Now Kevin Durant. He kicks to Ayton. Durant sets a screen for Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Jones in the post, defended by Paul. Adams dishes to Jones. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Ayton a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Ayton. Goes up again, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Morant against Paul. Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Paul passes to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Booker dishes to Paul. Down low. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Paul gets to Ayton. From downtown. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And here's Morant. And the layup falls. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
Ayton wide open. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Outside for Jackson. Kennard against Paul. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ayton. There's the triple. John Morant grabs the rebound. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 3-point lead. Drives to the hoop. Money!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Suns call time here. They trail by 5. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant feeling it out a bit. 3-pointer. That shot is off. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Morant with the steal. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another.
I smack clowns with mad style.
down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. McDaniels passes to Conley. To the paint. The kick out to Edwards. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Moran against McDaniels. Pass to Bain. Up top, Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Over Gobert. No good off the back of the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all. What I like to
okay then.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
On the wing, Bain. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. There's Jackson with the 3. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Conley against Bain. Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Here's Adams. Second chance effort. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And Adams no good on that one.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Jackson. And here's Morant. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Conley with the ball, guarded by Morant. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Outside Morant. Here's Adams. Brooks a screen on Gobert. Adams finds Bain. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Edwards for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. A minute 31 left in the first. Morant, the pass to Brooks. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter. I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
1:16 left in the opening quarter. Morant against McDaniels. Pass to Adams. Outside Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Bain. The shot comes out. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Conley with the ball, guarded by Morant. Brooks against Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Puts up a 3. Adams grabs the miss.
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From deep, Morant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Right side, Edwards. The layup off target. Outside Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Pass to Adams. Back to Jones. Adams with a screen on Conley. To the wing on the left. Kennard outside. There's the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. The kick out to Edwards. The 3. Oh, nice D from Kennard. Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. Kennard on the wing. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
Out left to the wing. Towns finds Edwards. Takes the 3. And it's Towns penetrating. And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Now Kennard. Back to Jackson from outside the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Jackson. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Now here's Kennard. Pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. For 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
This guy is just such a load to handle. Karl Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the 3-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Here's Adams, and so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark is checked in for Adams. Aldama comes in for Jackson, and it's Kennard in for Brooks. Outside Bain. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Now here's Kennard, stolen by Anderson. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. And that one's long.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Down low.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Pass to Prince. Back to Anderson. And so a close game as we wrap up.
With the score, the Grizzlies 19, the Timberwolves 22.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
They've got Desmond Bain. Tyus Jones is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. And Clark drops them both. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Reed. Here's Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. Brooks defending. Back to Alexander Walker. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Jones. Going inside. That gives them the lead. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. And for Minnesota, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Pass to Anderson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Aldama. And the three-pointer goes. He has 7.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Now here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Prince. 4-point game. Reed, a screen on Brooks. Here's Prince. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
So important to balance your three-point shooting stroke with the ability to put it on the deck. What a drive by Taurean Prince.
And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Oh, and Reed with a block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Bain with it. Prince is there. Outside Morant. Clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Morant's got 6 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Noel. Now here's Reed. Three-pointer. Here's Alexander Walker. Brooks defending. Back to Noel. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Clark outside. Back to Morant. From downtown. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
To the middle. There's the steal. Outside Bain. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Minnesota calls timeout. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Kennard in for Brooks. Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Towns from behind the arc. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Morant against McDaniels. And here's Kennard. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal. So often we see guys fail to box out now, but he did a great job right there.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. Gobert passes to Edwards. Driving inside. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Edwards against Kennard. Jackson on the wing. Kicks it out to Kennard. Left side Morant. Over Conley. Off the left rim and out. The Timberwolves trail. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Out to the right wing. Towns against Morant. And the basket by Towns.
This is what you get when you combine size and touch. Karl Anthony Towns in the paint. That's good.
Kennard outside. Pass to Adams. Morant with it. McDaniels covering. Adams, the pass to Morant. Lets the three fly. And it's Morant again missing. Here's Aldama. Drops in the three. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Morant, the pass to Kennard. Outside Morant. Pass to Aldama. Here's Jackson. Adams with the ball. Stolen by Conley. To the inside. Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brooks, he's checked in for Aldama, and it's Desmond Bane in for Kennard. Morant, the pass to Bane. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
McDaniels finds Towns. Back to Daniels. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Outside Bane. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Edwards. Launches it. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Now here's Morant. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Launches a 3, and that's good. Jackson for 3.
That three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
And stolen by Bane. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Grizzlies.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And here's Edwards outside. Counted from distance.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Now here's Morant. Jackson on the wing. The 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to
I smack clowns with mad style.
Greg, both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the one. A three-pointer is right on target.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Out to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniel. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Now here's Towns. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And the wide-open shot from Paul drains the three-pointer.
You know, you talk about stretching the defense out. I mean, with Chris Paul, I think you've got to tag him as soon as he crosses half court because he'll let it fly.
Here's Conley. And taken away by Paul. Edwards against KD. They set the screen. Going inside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
The offensive rebound, Ayton feeds it to Durant. Five to shoot. Launches a three. Another three for Phoenix.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
For Minnesota, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 5 now.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
Here's Conley. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Booker. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Outside, KD.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Paul. The three. And finished off by KD.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yep, excellent use of the old up and up move that time. Chris selling it hard and everybody buying.
And both free throws good from Paul.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Suns leading by 3. Outside, KD. Ayton sets the pick for Durant. And KD throws it down.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll. Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
The Suns have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. The pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Takes the 3. Ayton finds Booker. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Lock at 6. Here's Booker. Back to Ayton. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Outside Conley. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Ayton. And a deep 3 from Booker. Ayton kicks to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. He dishes it to KD. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Gobert finds Towns, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert. That one good for 2. Gobert's got 6. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
And here are the Suns now. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Paul passes to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Phoenix with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up, and the basket is good. 11 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Durant with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Paul's running.
Never surprising to see Chris Paul start the break now. But as we see right there, he's just as good at finishing.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. Takes it off the glass. Paul's got 8 here in the quarter.
They are clueless as to how to handle CP3 tonight. I mean, so many ways he can beat you. And he's using just about every one of them here tonight.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the 3 by Minnesota. No problems knocking that one down. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Alexander Walker's got 5.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Phoenix leading by 10. Outside for Durant. Ayton trying to break free. And it's off from three-point range. The Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Noel passes to Reed. The baseline J. Hits the front of the rim and out. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Okogie. Good ball movement here by the Suns. From deep, Prince. And it's Durant with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Over in the corner, Paul. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. For the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you.
Your Suns, 39. The Timberwolves, 32.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Reed is out there with Anderson. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the point. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Alexander Walker. 8 points for him. There's the pick. Pass to Reed. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Hall. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. Kicks it to Ayton. The shot, no good.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Reed finds Anderson. Back to Reed. 5 on the clock. They double him with Booker. And here's Anderson for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one on 8. The Timberwolves have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Paul surveying the floor. Here's Okogie, guarded by Prince. Okogie, the pass to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. KD's got 19 points.
Well, you love to see Durant attacking in the lane, imposing his will. Nothing the defense could do there because he's aggressive and talented.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Booker throws it down.
Man, this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Now here's Paul. He's got 15. And then Durant with the dunk.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 16.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch out now. It would be a real weapon for him.
Ayton a screen on Conley. Paul kicks to Booker. Driving inside. KD against Gobert. Can't hit from 12. Timberwolves trail by 7. To the wing right side. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now here's Paul. A wide open look for Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Now Booker, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Here's Ayton, back to Booker, and the Suns call their first time out of the game.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
55 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Durant down low. Towns on him. Towns with the defensive effort. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. So the wing on the left. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded close. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And here are the Suns now. They've led by as many as 11 points. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Paul. 15 points in the game. Gobert with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And here's KD for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Paul outside. KD sets the pick for Paul. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is
make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Chris Paul plays with a competitive fire that is actually infectious. I mean, even in the latter stages of his career, he is still getting it done at a high level.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside Durant from the arc. And they get it back. There's the three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Paul against Conley. Out to Edwards. Launches it. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Second shot opportunity. And stolen by Ayton. Here we go, one-on-one. Fires the three. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Booker. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Suns?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Here's Ayton. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And finished off by Gobert.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Outside, KD. He kicks it to Ayton. Booker outside. Back to Ayton. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Conley with it. Now guarded by Ayton. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Paul with the ball. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. KD looking around. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
The pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Puts up a three. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Ball against Conley. Ayton a screen on Conley. Paul kicks to Ayton. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for Phoenix.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Okogie, the pass to Durant. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Booker kicks to KD. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Conley. So the Suns win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
expect this game to play out?
It's going to be high scoring, BA, but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. 5 to shoot. They get it back. Ayton. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Here's Ayton. Misses off the right iron.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Pass to Jackson. Ball against Brooks. Here's Adams. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
The Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on...
Oh, throw
wow,
it down!
He took off.
Can you say elevation?
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Great open look there.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. And it's Adams with the finish.
A merciless slam by Steven Adams, using all of his athleticism to rub it right in the defensive space.
Booker against Bane. Left side Durant. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Bane finds Adams. On the wing, Brooks. From deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Durant, pass to Ayton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
Ayton hits them both. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Bane. Pass to Morant. Drives to the hoop. Inside. Oh, Durant with a steal. And here's Ayton. The shot. That's good from Durant on the assist by Ayton.
That's how you want the play to end. Durant, one of the best shooters in this league.
Brooks outside.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Bane against Durant. And Durant with the block. Goes back up. And that one's good for Brooks.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open bands.
Jackson against Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Okogie on the wing. Brooks defending. Durant against Jackson. Back to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. Durant, the pass to Ayton. And the layup is good.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
Ball against Morant. To the paint. Here's Adams. Now here's Bane. He's closely guarded. Stolen by Ayton. Durant against Jackson. Durant's shot is off.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
19 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Paul. Oh, Adams with the block. Inside, here's Morant. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Desmond Bane. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jones in at the point. Durant, no good. Memphis trailing here. Clark finds Jackson. Clark with a screen on Durant. Now Bane. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Bane's got his first points in this one.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Now Jones looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Clark. Kennard outside. 5 on the clock. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Booker. Now here's Ayton. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ayton's got 7 points.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Pass to Clark. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Adams checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for Desmond Bane. And it's Morant in for Jones. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Here's Paul. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Morant into the lane. That one's good for 2. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 3.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Aldama. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Fires from deep. Kennard can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Stolen by Kennard. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Morant, the pass to Kennard. Adams with a screen on Durant. Here's Kennard. He buries it from 3. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Paul passes to Ayton. Three-pointer, no good.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
The 3-ball. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Paul passes to Ayton. Durant with it. Fires the 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. From the arc. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. They double team Paul to the inside. 36 seconds left to play in the half. For 3, Durant. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Adams with a screen on Booker. Outside Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Outside Durant. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Memphis. And the first half comes to an end. We've got thanks, Allie. After the
19, the Grizzlies, 24.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Durant gets it to go.
Durant, a problem for the defense. He can create quality looks basically at will.
Jones against Paul. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Jones from outside. Here's Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Paul with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Here's Ayton. That one no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks outside. Clark finds Bain. Clark with a screen on Paul. Down low. Brooks. Soft touch off the glass. And now a 7-point Grizzly lead.
The ability to finish with either hand makes Brooks a dangerous scorer around the bucket.
Up top, Ayton. Pass to Booker. This one for 3. He drops it from range. Booker's got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And Brooks with a basket on the assist from Jackson. He's got 6.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
The kick to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. Jones against Paul. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Jones from outside. Knocks down the long J. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Kennard, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Morant in for Jones. Clark finds Morant.
And then Morant with the dunk. Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Morant against Paul. Pass to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 6 here in the quarter.
Phenomenal concentration by Durant. Physical play is not going to throw him off.
Jackson against Durant. Jackson can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Paul passes to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Outside Durant. Driving to the basket. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Clark with a screen on Ayton. Jackson, the pass to Morant. 4-3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's good. Booker's got 8 points.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Here's Morant with the drive.
And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Durant's shot is off. Here's Morant.
And then Morant with the dunk. Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
He got it up. The shot that time not on target. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies leading by. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in a power forward. And it's Brooks missing. The Suns trailing. Paul passes to Durant. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
I love when Durant attacks with confidence, especially when he's this close inside.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Jones. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Back to Brooks. Pass to Aldama. And stolen by Durant. The shot misses. And Memphis shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Here's Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Durant. On the wing, Durant. They swipe it. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. To the middle. Here's Adams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. Ball with it. Guarded by Morant. The kick to Durant. The three is up. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Durant with those long arms able to attack the defense while protecting the ball.
Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Connects from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Durant against Jackson. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they get it back. 5 to shoot. Here's Okogie. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. Tries yet again. Missed it, even after all of those chances. For Memphis, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Jackson outside. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. With some arc. Booker can't get it to go.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Booker against Morant. Back to Adams. Pass to Brooks. Adams a screen. That's good. Brooks for 3.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Grizzlies.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
There's 39 seconds left in the game. Pass to Durant. Tries to snap the cold streak. Nails it from 3.
At the arc, Kevin Durant is totally in his comfort zone. Nothing could shake him off that look.
Jackson with a screen on Booker. Dang, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time